this evening on TKO8 Local News. The Boone County Alcoholic Beverage Control Board has voted to deny any alcohol sales permit to any business unless it gets caught up on its past local sales tax submissions. When the board met this week, Chairman of the Commission, Troy Burleson, said most businesses had caught up on back fees, but renewal of those local licenses is set for June 30th. He said all businesses had been mailed letters reminding them of the renewal date, but as of Tuesday, only the White Oak Station in Bellefonte and on Highway 7 South, the Dollar General stores in Bellefonte and on Highway 7 South, and the Diamond Hills Country Club had renewed their licenses. Burleson went on to say that Gage's on Highway 7 South had paid a couple of months' worth of sales tax, but still owes for the past 3 years. With that, Burleson said it was time to hold his feet to the fire and not issue a permit until all back fees are caught up. The board voted unanimously to follow Burleson's recommendation. There are a couple of openings on the City Council at the Diamond City Council after Tuesday night's meeting. Councilwoman Debbie Wilson, who represented Ward 1, and Vicki Orton, who represented Ward 2, both resigned. Neither Wilson nor Orton attended the meeting, opting instead to submit their letters of resignation to the mayor, Jane Hudson, prior to that meeting. Neither letter mentioned motives behind the resignations, only that each was stepping down for personal reasons. No decisions were reported on how to replace those two individuals. Authorities say all parties involved in a 3-vehicle wreck on Tuesday afternoon on the bypass in Harrison are okay, although 3 people were taken to hospitals for treatment. According to the report, the wreck occurred around 3 p.m. Tuesday near the intersection of Wolf Avenue as Scott Broles of Cabot was northbound on the inside lane in a 2005 Chevrolet Tahoe. And Billy Brown of Harrison was also northbound in the inside lane in a 2001 Chevrolet Silverado. A 2006 Ford truck driven by Ronald Adams of Payette was going the wrong way southbound in the outside northbound lane as all vehicles approached the Wolf Avenue intersection. Broles observed Adams' vehicle changing lanes to the inside lane and merged into the center turning lane to avoid impact, but the passenger side of the Ford sideswiped the Tahoe's passenger side. The Tahoe then came to rest in the turning lane. Impact from the collision forced Adams' vehicle into the northbound lane again, where it was basically hit by Brown's pickup head-on, with both vehicles coming to rest at that point. The report said neither Broles nor the 3 passengers in his vehicle were taken to the hospital for treatment. However, both Adams and Brown were taken by ambulance to North Arkansas Regional Medical Center. Well, Mo Benham is building for a new building for the Lead Hill School District. The Lead Hill School Board this week voted to approve a plan to extend and refinance its current millage so it can take advantage of the state partnership funds that would allow the district to build a much-needed classroom addition. Superintendent Wanda Van Dyke says that they're not asking the community to add a millage, but they just want to go ahead with what they already have on the table. That money already on the table adds up to $360,000. To get it to the district, has to enter into a building project before the partnership money would no longer be available, and while the millage issue must be placed in front of voters on September 1st. Van Dyke pointed out the current bond, which passed in 2002, ends in 24-25. The Baxter, Boone, Marion, and Newton counties Continuum of Care met today at the Ozarks Opportunity Administrative Office in Harrison to discuss more of their plans for the rest of the year. The 4-county collaboration is a planning body including nonprofit organizations, housing agencies, shelters, school districts, landlords, and interested parties who coordinate resources to address the needs of the homeless or those experiencing a housing crisis in our area. If you'd like to learn more about the group, you can contact Harley Thompson at the Ozark Opportunities Office in Harrison at 870-715-8485. We'll be back in a moment. We'll take a look at some headline news from around the region. But first, here's this week's closing livestock report from Sammy Klein, brought to you by Quality Feed Grains of Harrison and Bellefonte.
This is Sammy Klein, Federal State Livestock Market News Service, reporting sales in North Arkansas livestock auction and grain report for Wednesday, June 28th. Cattle receipts, 1,056. Last week, 1,058. Year ago, 576. And compared to last week, feeders mixed from $4 higher to $4 lower, generally steady to $2 higher. Slaughter cows and bulls steady to $1 higher. Notice there will be no sale next week, so it will be closed for the holiday. Feeder steers, medium large ones, 300 to 400 pound, a few at 180 to 188. 400 to 500 pound, 158 to 177. 5 to 600 pound, 154 to 165. 6 to 700 pound, 143 to 154. 7 to 800 pound, a few at 137 to 140. Feeder heifers, medium large ones, 350 to 400 pound, 154 to 158. 4 to 500 pound, 138 to 149. 5 to 600 pound, 132 to 140 to 150. 6 to 700 pound, 127 to 138. Replacement cows, medium large 1 to 2, 2 to 7-year-old, 900 to 1,250 pounds, second to third stage, a few at 76 to 102 per 100. From 7 to 10-year-old cows, second and third stage at 65 to 76. Cow-calf pairs, medium large 1 to 2, 2 to 7-year-old, 900 to 1,250 pound cows, 1 to 200 pound head at side, a few at 1,025 to 1,150 per pair. Slaughter cows, boners 65 to 71, high dress 72 to 80 50. Lean 63 to 68, high dress 69 to 76, the low dress 1 to 59. Slaughter bulls grade 1s and 2s, 1,100 pounds, 88 to 93, high dress 96 to 98 50, low dress 79 to 85. And don't forget there will be no sale next week. Mr. Sammy Klein reporting. Thank you for
People around the country are noticing North Arkansas College as one of the best deals around. North Ark was just named one of the most affordable community colleges in the nation, costing about 1/3 of what you would pay at a university. This fall, North Ark is offering paid internships to help students earn while they learn. Explore the full list of fall classes at northark.edu and enroll today.
Enroll now. Classes start August 14th for quality, value, and convenience. Think North Ark first. We're your college.
Stop and shop. Wafers and neighbor shop.
These 4th of July savings are sizzling this week at Edwards Grocery. Select varieties, Bar-S Franks, 2 for $1. Pork steaks, only $1.49 per pound of the family packs. Red ripe whole seedless watermelons, only $2.99 each. Original or Mesquite Best Choice charcoal briquettes, only $4.99. And select varieties, Gatorade Thirst Quenchers, only 79 cents.
Edwards Grocery Station money.
A 19-year-old woman has pled guilty to charges of first-degree murder and theft by receiving in the July 2015 shooting deaths of an Arkansas couple. Circuit Judge Troy Braswell sentenced Anastasia Roberts to 15 years in prison as a part of a negotiated agreement. Roberts will also be under a suspended imposition for 20 years after her release from the penitentiary. Roberts is the third person to plead guilty in the shooting deaths of 66-year-old Robert and Patricia Cogdale. The Cogdales were found shot to death in their home in Conway. Robert Cogdale was the Public Works Director in Maumelle. The American Civil Liberties Union of Arkansas is condemning the destruction of a Ten Commandments monument at the Arkansas Capitol. However, they are still committed to having the display struck down in the court system. The ACLU of Arkansas's executive director, Rita Schuyler, says the group strongly condemns any legal action of destruction or vandalism. Police arrested an Arkansas man and said he intentionally drove his vehicle into the Ten Commandments monument, which had been installed just a day earlier. Well, the Arkansas Health Department says it will begin issuing birth certificates listing both spouses in marriage same-sex couples as the parents after the state lost a case before the U.S. Supreme Court this week. The department says it'll begin issuing birth certificates for same-sex couples who used artificial insemination and were married at the time of the birth of that child. The department said amended birth certificates will only be issued in cases where the birth mother is listed on the certificate and no one is listed as the father. The announcement comes 2 days after the U.S. Supreme Court reversed a state ruling that married lesbian couples must get a court order to have both spouses listed on their children's birth certificate. A city in southwest Arkansas is creating a legal structure to accommodate medical marijuana entrepreneurs who are approved for state licenses. A workshop held this week in Texarkana by the Planning Commission focused on appropriate zones for the potential businesses. City Manager Kenny Haskin says that Texarkana has responded to about 70 to 80 inquiries about opening medical cannabis cultivation centers. Haskin says some of those potential operators have come with shovel-ready plans. Texarkana officials are working to establish zoning and permit rules for the medical marijuana businesses. They say they believe entrepreneurs could begin submitting applications for operating license starting this Friday. Hundreds of inventors are auditioning their wares for Walmart as a part of an open call by the world's largest retailer. They're hopeful the company will offer them shelf space at up to 4,700 stores nationwide. Company officials also told the 500 presenters that they can have spots on Walmart's online portals if they want them. The move comes as Walmart is locked in a battle with Amazon for billions of dollars worth of online revenue. Amazon, meanwhile, held an event Wednesday with entrepreneurs to discuss ways to grow their business online as well. It was billed as Amazon's first ever Boost Summit. Before we take a look at the weather forecast as we head into the weekend, here's the way the stock market ended today. Warmest days we've had was this afternoon, up to 89 degrees. It was downright hot out there. Humidity building to about 45 to 50% in some areas of the viewing. And also lots of sunshine, very little cloud cover ahead of some major systems that's going to probably change our weather pattern for at least 4 or 5 days, unfortunately, into the 4th of July holiday. Well, here's the way it looks as we move on through the week and into the weekend. Tomorrow looks like some thunderstorms are going to be in the forecast. Cold front from the north, lots of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, somewhat colliding, if you will, over the center part of the United States, and that's going to cause some unsettled conditions. Tomorrow looks to be afternoon thunderstorms in the forecast. A warm day, 87 degrees with humidity building in the afternoon, 60% chance of thunderstorms throughout the afternoon. On Saturday, scattered thunderstorms, 82 degrees, about 50% chance. Also Sunday, scattered thunderstorms again in the forecast, 84 degrees and about 60% chance. Looks like Monday right now, thunderstorms in the morning, but should clear by afternoon. A warm day, 88 degrees and about 40% chance. And right now, keep your fingers crossed, they have taken the rain out of the forecast for Tuesday, which is the 4th of July. So we hope Tuesday to be in the mid-80s and no rain for all of those celebrating 4th of July. Stay with us. Be back in a moment. We'll take a look at sports from around the region as TKO8 News continues.
The Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison is offering a great reason to wake up on Saturday mornings. Their incredible brunch. Starting at 7 a.m., you can enjoy all of your traditional breakfast favorites or some of these decadent dishes. Eggs Benedict, featuring an English muffin topped with ham, 2 eggs, made any way you like. and topped with fresh-made hollandaise sauce. Plus, you'll also get your choice of hash browns or home fries. Perhaps something even more delectable. Townhouse Cafe's fabulous U.S. farm-raised butterfly trout grilled with a drizzle of hollandaise sauce, 2 eggs any way you like, hash browns or home fries, and either a biscuit or toast on the side. Absolutely delicious. Saturday brunch at the Townhouse Cafe in downtown Harrison.
Hello, this is Michelle from Nature's Wonders. Are you trying to get out and take in these beautiful days, but find that you end up sneezing, itching, and getting all sorts of bites or rashes? Don't let outdoor allergies, bugs, or poisonous plants keep you from enjoying all that the Ozarks has to offer this season. Stop in at Nature's Wonders and let us show you the products we carry that can help with the challenging parts of nature so that you can enjoy all the wonders. Find us on Highway 65 just down from Thompson's Ace Hardware. Nature's Wonders, the natural living store.
A pair from the Bomber Bass team began action in the High School Fishing World Finals and National Championships Wednesday at Pickwick Lake in Alabama. Jay Gore and Noah Boyett are currently 95th in the National Championship competition and tied for 202nd in the World Finals after catching one fish weighing 3 pounds and 2 ounces. The top 2 teams from each state advanced to the World Semifinals on Friday, and the top 10 in the National Championship qualifying anglers standings will advance to the National Championship Finals. Former Razorback Dusty Hannes has signed a deal to begin his professional career with the AZS Kozlan team in Poland. The Polish Basketball League consists of 17 teams, and the 2017 season begins in October and runs through April. Hannes will have until August 20th to opt out of his contract if an NBA or a G League opportunity arises. Averaging about 14 points a game during his senior year, Hannes led the Razorbacks in scoring for the second straight year as he guided Arkansas to the SEC Tournament Championship game and the second round of the NCAA Tournament. He finished his Razorback career with 1,047 points to become the 41st player in school history to ellipse the 1,000 career point mark and just the 5th to do it in 2 seasons. Adam Wainwright pitched into the 7th inning. Yarda Milana and Jed Groko each drove in 2 runs, and the St. Louis Cardinals held on to beat the Arizona Diamondbacks 4-3 last night. Wainwright limited the Diamondbacks to 2 runs and 8 hits over 6 1/3 innings. He struck out 8 in the ballgame. And speaking of baseball, Salvador Perez and Mike Moskowitz hit consecutive homers during a 4-run 4th inning, and the Kansas City Royals went on to beat the Detroit Tigers 8-2 last night. Ian Kennedy allowed 2 runs and 5 hits in 7 innings of play for the Royals, earning his second victory in 3 starts. And the St. Louis Blues center Patrick Berglund is expected to be out until December after having surgery to repair a dislocated left shoulder. The Blues say that Berglund was injured during an off-season conditioning program in Sweden and flew to St. Louis for that procedure. The team called it a successful surgery. And that wraps up our broadcast here for this evening. Thanks for joining us. Join us Monday through Friday at 6:30 and again at 10 p.m. as we continue to bring you local news, weather, sports, and local announcements from around the area on Harrison's broadcast station, TKO Channel 8. Now stay tuned for more local events around the viewing area.
Name's MacGyver.
Don't tell me you know how to make a bomb out of a stick of chewing gum.
Why, you got some?